Ukrainian armed forces advanced near Opytne and approached Donetsk airport, reports Deep State with the newest map update. Successful assault operations are carried out by soldiers of the 59th Mechanized Brigade. Over the past couple of days, approximately several miles have been liberated. This is a 3-gun Ukrainian M777 battery, with a nearby 9K-33 OSA anti-aircraft system providing cover. Precise strikes on Russian artillery positions somewhere on the southern front. As claimed, 4 self-propelled howitzers were located at these positions. Absolute carnage. Near Robotne, fighters of the 65th Mechanized Brigade sent a turret from a Russian tank into flight, targeting it with an FPV drone. This is filmed in German Magdeburg, Abrams tanks for Ukraine. All the aircraft of the Russian aerospace forces were withdrawn from Belarus. The aviation component of the regional group of troops no longer exists. One of the main events of August can be called the withdrawal of the entire aviation group of the Russian aerospace forces, which was part of the regional group of troops. It happened back on August 5th. 11 helicopters, 4 Mi-8 and 7 Mi-24, of the Russian aerospace forces flew from Machulishchi airfield to Seshcha airfield in Bryansk Oblast, Russia. 9 Su-34 and Su-30 SM fighters of the Russian aerospace forces flew from Baranovichi airfield to Russia. Most of the departed helicopters and aircraft had been stationed in Belarus since the beginning of January 2023. Thus, the aviation component of the regional group of troops in Belarus no longer exists. As of September 1st, only 1 Su-25 attack aircraft of the Russian aerospace forces remained in Belarus. It arrived at Machulishchi airfield on July 25th and redeployed to Lida airfield on August 31st. You're probably often surprised that we post videos of people who may seem crazy, like the Kiva video. The fact is that they often voice dangerous narratives and ideas that may be implemented in the future. For example, in this video, Kiva voices the idea of constructing a narrative that ethnic Ukrainians are fighting on the side of Russia and liberating Ukraine. Should we expect the formation of national battalions from ethnic Ukrainians, following the example of national battalions from the Bashkirs, Tatars, Buryats, and other peoples colonized by Russia?
В России живет 6 миллионов украинцев. Вот дайте украинцам пойти и начать освобождать свою землю. Я говорю здесь сейчас, как украинец. Это очень важный элемент в пропаганде и в концепции. Украинцы рядом с русским солдатом идут освобождать свою землю от колонизации. Вот здесь вот эта война приобретет совсем другой вид, и тогда мы можем сказать, славянские народы объединились, православием пропитаны и освобождают исконно русскую свою землю от порицания и от нанесения ущерба. Вот это миссия, которую мы обязательно выполним.
Speaking at a conference on mental health in Kiev on Wednesday, the Hollywood actor and activist Sean Penn responded to a question from Kiev Post with a harsh assessment of the Russian dictator. Penn responded by saying the best definition that most people have ever heard of evil is the absence of good. I think what I see in that person is an absence of anything even vaguely interesting. It's like a vessel of nothingness, he said. I don't want to live in a world where a gangster with nukes gets to dictate my life. If I were in the shoes of some of our leaders and could say something to Putin, I would have done it by fully arming Ukrainians yesterday. Sean has supported Ukraine from day one.
Vladimir Putin, if there is one thing you could say to him right now, what would you say to him?
Well, it's interesting. I suppose that I agree in a sense that it comes down to one man. It certainly has been triggered by that. I think it's also a moment where we can question more strongly our dependence on fossil fuels, because obviously this is generating a lot of the positions that he's taking in his own. I think that what I see in that person is an absence of anything even vaguely interesting. That it's like a vessel of nothingness. And so I don't know that I have anything to say to him. If your greatest courage is caution, there's nothing left. And the way that this one fellow put it, he said, you know, I don't want to live in a world where a gangster with nukes gets to dictate how I live my life. He says, I just don't want to live in that world, and the Ukrainians won't. So I think that if I were in such a position as some of our leaders are to say something to Vladimir Putin, I would say it by arming Ukrainians completely yesterday.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.